BingX, a trusted global crypto exchange. Trade spot, futures, or copy top traders easily. Sign up via the link or referral code to get 30 USDT instantly, plus up to 1,500 USDT in bonuses for verification, deposit, and trading.
China's grip on vital semiconductor exports to European automakers appears to be loosening, marking a significant shift following a landmark agreement between former US President Donald Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping. The Netherlands, a key player in this unfolding situation, has indicated that its prolonged trade dispute with Beijing is nearing a resolution. This development comes amid growing signs that China is easing its previously imposed ban on the export of crucial components essential to the European automotive sector. The dispute originated in late September when the Dutch government assumed control of chipmaker Nexperia. This intervention followed security concerns voiced by the United States regarding the company's Chinese owner, Wingtech. In response to the Dutch action, Beijing retaliated swiftly, halting all exports from Nexperia's manufacturing facilities within China. This move posed a direct threat to car production lines across Europe and Japan, industries heavily reliant on these specialized chips. The White House had previously placed Wingtech on a list of companies subject to export controls under its affiliate rule, intended to scrutinize foreign entities with ties to sensitive technologies. However, a pivotal part of the recent deal brokered between Trump and Xi during their summit in South Korea involved a strategic concession from the U.S. American authorities agreed to a one-year delay in implementing this affiliate rule for Nexperia. In return, China committed to pausing its own restrictions on exports of both chips and critical rare earth minerals, a move that directly addresses the anxieties of European car manufacturers. Dutch Economic Affairs Minister Vincent Kermans expressed optimism on Thursday, stating his confidence that Nexperia chips would soon reach customers across Europe and the globe. This sentiment was echoed by Automotive, a prominent supplier to the German automotive industry. The company confirmed on Friday that it had received official notification from China signaling the resumption of chip supplies to its operations. Philip von Hirschheydt, Automotive's chief executive, revealed that the company had successfully applied for and received an exemption from the export restrictions, initially communicated verbally and later confirmed in writing. This crucial development came shortly after Automotive reported its third-quarter financial results. At the core of this complex trade entanglement lies the control over Nexperia's operations in Nijmegen, the Netherlands. The Dutch government's decision to intervene stemmed from fears that the company's operations and valuable intellectual property could be transferred to China, particularly after its acquisition by the partially state-owned Wingtech in 2018. The Dutch government's takeover on September 30th was a direct measure to prevent such a scenario. Nexperia in the Netherlands welcomed the one-year suspension of the U.S. affiliate rule and China's pledge to facilitate the resumption of exports from its Chinese facility. However, the company also acknowledged that lingering concerns remain, and it could not yet definitively state if or when products from its Chinese plant would be delivered. This ongoing uncertainty underscores the delicate balance of power and the intricate dependencies within the global automotive supply chain. The dispute, which threatened to bring European car assembly lines to a standstill, starkly illustrates the vulnerability of European and Japanese companies that depend heavily on China for essential chip supplies. Further revelations emerged from court documents, indicating that U.S. authorities had also raised security concerns about Wingtech and its Chinese chief executive, Zhang Shuizheng. As early as June, the ban on exports from Nexperia's Chinese factories, where approximately 70% of its chips undergo packaging before distribution, followed the Dutch government's seizure of control just 4 days later. In a retaliatory move by the end of last month, Nexperia had suspended chip supplies to a plant in China. Reports from Bloomberg on Friday, citing sources familiar with the matter, suggested that the Dutch government was prepared to retract its order granting it the power to block or alter key corporate decisions at Nexperia, provided that China recommenced its exports of critical chips. Minister Kermans confirmed that both Beijing and Washington had informed the Netherlands that the agreement struck by Trump and Xi would pave the way for the resumption of supplies from Nexperia's facilities in China. He further noted that this development aligns with information provided to the European Commission by the Chinese Ministry of Commerce, signaling a coordinated effort to de-escalate the situation.